Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's a little in a weird position because I'm decided to sit on the floor. Could have sat at the table. It's felt very comfortable with me coming back, and I know I've been gone for some time, longer than I expected. I don't know about you expecting, but just longer than I expected. So yeah, I just wanted to come back, do some charm throw. Um, and just coming. I don't know why I'm a little nervous, but yeah, I decided to come back on here. Like not decided, but again, nervous talk. Let me calm myself. But again, just a little bit longer than I expected to be gone. But I'm here, present. Gonna be posting a lot more consistently again, so no worries on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this charm throw. Again, I do offer personal readings still. That's the link in my bio or the description. Either one works. And I also am on Twitch. I'm going to try to do that again more consistently. And then I do donation led readings as well. Every Sunday, don't really have a time frame, so it's best to just subscribe and hit the time alarm thing. Again, I don't know how I'm feeling this out, but I don't know. It just feels, and I've been gone for longer periods of time before. But I don't know. This feels like I'm coming back. I have been doing a whole lot of things behind the scenes, working things out, figuring things out, setting things up. So it could be just the anticipation of all of that. But anyways, I'm gonna stop with the gimme and talking and get into this. And yeah, let's get into this. I went to do a charm reading because I felt called to. None of the cards, not even like my original tarot deck, was calling to me, and my charms were, and so I decided to go ahead and do that. Also added some more charms as well. So let's go ahead and pick. What do you have for the collective today? Spirit, this is going to be timeless. So I'm saying today is for whenever you're watching it, whenever you're going to be consuming this. You know what I'm saying? You get it. So let's go ahead. What do you have for the collective today? I need to know my understanding. Okay. Mm. It fell in almost like an arrow. I wish I could show you my little grand thing, but it's almost felt like an arrow. Um, no bow and arrow, just the arrow, like the actual arrow itself, and it's almost telling a story for you. So I'm going to read it exactly as the story is telling uh, it to be told. So the first one that we have is this is typically like something internationally because you got the pistols. You got the peso. So this is something international. It can be international business, international contracts, something going on internationally. It's something where it's outside of your country, outside of where you reside. Either you'll be traveling there, either again you'll be dealing with brand deals there. You could be, fighting for something in other countries. It's something of the sort where it's not in regards to where you currently are at this moment in time. So you're gonna have to be doing something with that. Again, it could be a vacation or it can be for business. It can be, but it's something where you are going to be going outside of your own country, and or something outside of your own country is affecting your country, if that makes sense. Especially the climate today would not be too surprising. Okay. And then right after that, almost in like a linear line, we have the teardrop, and with it facing upward, it's letting me know that you are more ready for emotional experiences, whether that's pleasure, understanding, growth, truth, something where you're able to be either emotionally more communicative, um, open your emotions to be more expressive, allowing people to be more emotionally vulnerable around you as well, because sometimes we can have our own wall up, like, I can deal with people crying, I can deal with people doing this, I can't deal with that, but you're allowing them more. So with it being facing upright, you're allowing and accepting a lot more emotions into your life. Essentially, it sounds crazy, but especially with it, these two essentially are the only two that are in their own energy. Like the rest are kind of coming together, as you can see. Like they're not really, but these, like, they have spaces in between them. The international energy, the out of country, out of, going out of there, something further than what you were thinking, expanding, and the emotional teardrop as well, or more expansive emotional capabilities and communication and love and pleasure and growth and working through your fears and aspirations, all those things. So with it being in its own energy, it's an understanding like these two, it's going to be some big major factors in your life. And the fact that they're like the tip of the arrow, which also kind of helps guide where the arrow goes as well. You got to have something balanced on the back to keep it straight and forward in the front. And so this letting me know, like, once you balance your expansion of what you're able to do, it's kind of like when people are like, if you want a good work from home job, no, do one that's internationally, that has international companies. So that way it's typically more work from home because they have to have conversations with people that aren't in their country. So it's almost like that, opening that. And that's just, again, with just career. And that opens you up to recognizing, okay, maybe I need to expand more what I feel like I'm capable of doing in the job force, or going after my dream job and accepting that. So taking that in. We go ahead over here. We have the what I like to call a dream eye. So it's good for, it's typically the eye with vision, with even like random scents and smells. You're hearing the ringing. It's kind of like that eye with the visions, the daydreams, the actual dreams itself, all that. So it's face down. However, it is right next to, and this is funny, it's right next to the opal. And opals are again about independence, emotional vulnerability, capability, strength, abundance, luck, expansion. So again, when I said that those two are very major, they're like the back part to keep that balance for the front of where you're going. It is very significant. So you could be getting dreams, signs, signals, affirmations. You keep hearing the same song over and over and over again. You keep seeing the same color, being drawn to wear the same color, or it's like that energy where something is pulling you because that's where it's leading you, to this abundance, to this growth, to this expansion, to this healing. And so they need you to be more aware. They need you to pay attention a whole lot more and to tap into that as well, because you have the two chakras, like they're, I'll just show you what they look like. They look like this. So they kind of, bend, but we have the sacral chakra inside of the opal ring and the root chakra right outside of it. So it's this um, understanding of your emotions are recognized, because it's an I feel energy. It's I feel creative. I'm going to act on my creativity. I feel like expressing myself this way. I feel comfortable this way. I am open to, again, emotional understanding, communication, growth, challenges, shifts. I'm ready to go and to do the shadow work. I'm ready to follow my intuition. I'm ready to, work through this energy again, and recognizing that you do have the capability to do so. You do have good foundations, good support, or that could be coming in for you as well, with this being an arrow energy, right? Stronger foundations to create even more space to accept them, but it's coming with opening your mind, your energy to receive those signs and signals, to trust and believe it. Because even sometimes when you're going through stuff, I can understand where just like you getting a message and it's like, it's all gonna, and it's gonna be this, and this is how spirit sees you, and this is like spirit sees me in a way that is not being seen right now. What are you talking about? So it's tapping into the emotion of how it feels sometimes, and sometimes that can manifest a whole lot more than just speaking things, because that's the we're water, right? And with the sacral chakra being right inside of the opal ring, right? And the root is recognizing that you are water. So when you're feeling an emotion, you vibrate off of that, right? Excuse me. Sorry. You vibrate off of that energy. right? That's kind of why it's like you want to calm yourself down a little bit or balance yourself out before you make a decision, whether you're really happy or really sad or confused or desperate. Like, try to balance out as best as you can, because that's what your body sometimes can vibrate on. So when it's like, oh, that vibration is like, dang, today's good, and then you keep finding more good reasons, like, shit, well, that didn't ruin my day because it got, it adds into that energy. So recognizing when you have, so it can be having an affirmation book, or just saying one grateful statement a day, or not speaking when you're irritated or upset and something happens, and you know that you just want to just be like, fuck this, fuck that, and just curse everything. And this is different than venting. This is different than releasing, because that has to happen. We don't bottle our emotions around here. I'm a Cancer, okay? I've done that before, and trust me, it breaks out your skin. It causes you to be sick all the time. It causes you to do things you don't want to do. Like, we don't bottle our emotions around here. We accept them, we acknowledge them, we work with them, and we move on. Okay, it doesn't have to be that process exactly, but you get it, right? So taking that in is recognizing what you have, and having the capability to be emotionally open and vulnerable and expressive and creative, and dive in and to trust your intuition and to trust these crazy dreams and ideas that you're having, or visions, or when you wake up and you're getting those channel messages or the songs, or you're seeing that, like, why did I say that? Somebody asked you a question, right? I remember somebody asked me a question, and I don't remember what it was about. It was just something we were talking, and I just answered. I was like, "Yep." And he was like, "Dang, that's so." I was like, "What? I'm psychic," and I have been struggling for so long to say I'm psychic or I'm spiritual. Just to be like, "Yeah, I know we knowing shit," and still sometimes I still struggle. Kind of like, we struggling. But when I just say it, I'm like, "Damn, that came so comfortably." Like that, I didn't question it. Or, "Yeah, I'm a fashion designer." Like, oh shit. I used to always say, no, I'm just a bitch that make her own clothes, and I was like, no, I'm a fashion designer. It's like you're adding in this extra confidence because you recognize what you have, and it's rooted in knowing and feeling that emotion and that energy and working it together. Because what's happening is you got the habanero, the incense, and the dark shadows, right? And your shadow work, it's not like you went speeding it up, but with this clearing out energy, it's letting me know that you had